Cicero, Disputationes Tusculanae, Episode 7. Iam illa, quae naturdra non litteris ad secuti sunt, neque cum Graecia, neque ulla cum gente sunt conferenda. Let's give a quick translation of this continuation of the essay and then an analysis. Now, those things which our ancestors gained by nature, not by learning, they cannot be compared, or they are not to be compared with Greece, nor with any other nation. The subject, or the nux, the nut, the nucleus or skeleton of the sentence is illa sunt conferenda. So illa is neuter plural and nominative. The verb is third plural, to agree, and the predicate is conferenda. So those things cannot be compared. Conferenda, also neuter plural and nominative, as the predicate of illa, and it is a gerundive from the verb confero, conferdere, like so, to compare. Now, what is a gerundive? A gerundive, remember, is a verbal adjective. This is a verbal adjective, and when it's used with a form of esse, like sunt here, it connotes necessity or obligation. It is therefore referred to by some books as a passive paraphrastic. A passive paraphrastic. Necessity or obligation is the idea being conveyed. Now, says Cicero, those things cannot be compared or must not be compared. Cum Graecia, with Greece, feminine singular ablative, nor with any other nation. Ulla cum gente, also feminine singular and ablative. So what we are left with, is what's in the relative clause from quae through sunt. Notice the neque, neque. So again, illa, neuter plural and nominative as the subject of sunt. The relative pronoun, pronomen relativum, which replaces it, is quae. So it's going to share the gender, neuter, and it's going to share the number, plural. However, it differs in case, because this one is accusative. Why accusative? It's the object of ad secuti sunt. This is from the verb ad sequor, or assequor. It's assimilated differently. Either spelling is acceptable. And this is a third conjugation deponent verb. Ad sequor, ad sequi, and ad secutus, like so, or assecutus if we take the assimilated spelling, where the D has assimilated to the S. This one, ad secuti sunt, therefore, is third plural. It's going to be perfect, indicative, and passive. As a deponent verb, of course, we will translate it actively. And as a deponent verb, it takes an object, namely quae. Now those things, iam illa, which, now who is the subject of ad secuti sunt? Ad secuti is masculine, plural, and nominative. And if you listened closely to my initial translation, you will have heard that I said something like, our ancestors. How do I know to translate it that way? It's because of the context available in the previous episode, masculine plural, those things which our ancestors achieved or acquired. Now, how did they acquire them? Naturdra, which is feminine singular and ablative, and this will be an ablativus instrumenti, an ablative of instrument, which they acquired by nature, non litteris, feminine plural ablative. They did not acquire it by literature, or more generally, as litteris often means, study, instruction, discipline in the books, which they acquired by nature, not by literature. Those things, illa, sunt conferenda, are to be compared, neque cum Graecia, neque ulla cum gente. Thank you so much for watching this free video. I hope that you learned a lot about the classical languages and advanced your knowledge and enjoyment. You can help us keep going with this instruction if you like this video and subscribe to the channel. We've had hundreds of thousands of views in the last 9 years, and we would really like to grow our number of subscribers. If you hit the little bell, you will be notified every time we release a brand new free instructional video. You can also check out one of my Latin or Greek courses at LatinPerDiem.com if you'd like to study Latin and Greek with me directly. So keep learning, and vale tote omnes.